So if you had the ability to earn more in a week than you do currently in a month, to be able to pick up your business on your iPad or your laptop and work from anywhere you wanted to, and also to be able to work the hours that you feel would be best for you, and to be able to afford all the nice things in life that would make you and your family and your wife and your children happy, would you say yes to an opportunity like that? Well, of course, I understand, because that's what I wanted when I was a hairdresser, full-time hairdresser with 3 salons, tons of staff, and all the problems that went with it. Tax issues, staff issues, stock issues, theft issues, working endless hours, long hours. And really, sometimes my staff were getting paid more money than I was getting paid. So that's when I decided to take my skill of writing, and I wouldn't really say it was a skill, because at that particular time I'd had no formal education. I walked out of school at 15 and I had no idea what a comma, an apostrophe, a verb or a noun was. I just had no idea, even when I decided to become a copywriter. So eventually I started to study this craft and art and science, and became good enough to attract some really huge names in the world of marketing and the world of business, who would ask me and pay me ridiculous amounts just to write some copy for them. Now, of course, apart from copywriting, one thing I do on top of that is my consultancy business, which they both work hand in hand, because usually I would work as a consultant first and I would write for them second. And in lots of cases these days I don't even write for the clients, because some clients are good enough to write their own stuff. But the point is, I can work just 1 day a week if I want to, and still get paid a month's wage. Recently we've just been over to Tbilisi, Tbilisi in Georgia, where we could have 3 weeks off and focus on what we were doing. Creating experiences, doing a little bit of travelling, working on our home over in Tbilisi as well, and a few other bits and pieces. Sometimes we'll jump on a train, we'll get the train to Rome, we fly over to Milan, we'll nip over to Paris. We recently took a bit of time off to just jump on a plane to New York to actually get married. So we have a lot of time that we can manage accordingly. I have a lot of time that I can manage accordingly, and I'm now in control of my life through writing copy for clients. So it's true to say that some copywriters are earning millions of pounds, but those copywriters are few and far between. Those that earn hundreds of thousands of pounds are few and far between. The majority of copywriters that I experience, that I've worked with, that I know, that I come across in this world of copywriting, and remember, the experts come to me for advice, so I know a lot of these guys. The majority of copywriters maybe are earning peanuts because they don't have the system. Now, the system really is finding the client and asking the client for what you want, as long as you can deliver to them. So how do you find those expensive clients who've got the cash, you can open the wallet and say, there you go, deliver me that result? Well, when you know how, it's actually much easier than you think to be able to work with clients who can pay you more than an average wage, a lot more than an average wage. So what Mentor Copywriter is really about is about giving you the skills to diversify, to grow, and to expand something new into your life. You don't have to do it full time. You don't have to become a copywriter full time. You don't have to walk away from your job, which is something I would advise right now. But it's a skill set that you can develop and eventually introduce into your life. And you can even do 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, even 1 hour a week just writing copy. A client of mine recently did a small job for one of her new clients, and she got paid £2,000 for doing that particular job. I had another mentor student come to me not too long ago who wanted to charge $400 for a piece of copy. I showed him a system that I've been using for 20 years, and he managed to charge £4,995 for that exact same piece of copy. I show my mentor students not just the skills, but how to find clients, how to convert clients, how to bring those clients in, but more importantly, how to work for fewer clients but earn more cash. Because most copywriters are trained to go out there, to go in places like Elance, to go in places like ClickBank and these other places where entrepreneurs may hang out. Go into these places and just make an offering. But actually, the way I work is very, very different from that, and the way I would teach you would be very different. I'll teach you a precise scientific system for finding clients who will specifically be looking for your services, and hopefully you can work for that client, just one client, for 6 months, for a year, or for however long you want to work with them for. I just finished with one client, just one single client, that we worked together for almost 3 years on one project. 3 years. And during that 3 years, I only took on 1 or 2 other clients. So the way I work and the way I do my mentor is I give you all the tools and everything else that will help you to make changes in your life. Serious changes that make such a huge difference, you wouldn't even believe it. So, right now I'm looking for one mentor student. Here's the offering. One mentor student who can come and work with me in my new Iconoclast Breakthrough headquarters here in Hale, where we live. That's Hale in Cheshire. You would be expected to come into the office 2 to 3 days a week, and during that 2 to 3 days a week you will learn so much stuff from me you wouldn't even believe it. It will be an education that you will never forget. And of course there'll be an intensive there as well. And the other thing I wanted to do is you can also bring, when you're going on your own, you can bring your clients into my office, and I will work with you on your clients so that you convert them, and so you give them the results that they really need in their business. So loads and loads of things to talk about. Read the page, get an idea of what's going on. Basically, in a nutshell, I'll show you everything I've discovered, I've learned, and I've mastered over the past 20 odd years. I'll show you how to put that into practice in your life. You can learn this 1 or 2 hours a week. You can do it part-time or full-time. You can make a new career of this. As long as you can lift a pen, or you have an iPad or a laptop like this, or, you know, in lots of cases, in my case, I write lots and lots of stuff on my, people never believe me when I tell them, but I write a ton of stuff on my phone. So, as long as you can do that, and you have a brain between your ears, and you're looking to free up a lot more of your time, to work less hours, to take more control of your life, and to make a really smart, really sound investment. I can tell you this now, I've invested a lot into my marketing and copywriting skills. Over the years, it has brought me in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds. That's not bad for someone who just works a few hours every single week. Now, you may be interested in how I work. I don't have a really set pattern. I'm not that kind of person. I do the hours that suit me. Some days I'll work, some days I don't work. Sometimes I'll take 2 or 3 weeks off. We'll do a little bit of travelling. Maybe we'll go back to Tbilisi in Georgia, where our home is. You know, I just do things that suit me, really. Because obviously, the other thing, of course, with myself is I'm an author as well. So I'm continually writing. But I'll show you these skills. I'll show you how to diversify. I'll show you how to take one skill and how to expand that one skill into 2, 3, 4, 5, many, many different ways of creating income streams through the skills that you will learn from me. So mentor is much bigger than learning how to write copy and learn to write a headline. It's about you learning and discovering the skills that could literally change everything in your life, like it has done in mine over the past 20 years. So if this is something that interests you, working hours you'd love to work, earning cash that you've never earned before, I'll show you how to earn some insane amounts of cash, and do things your way instead of being controlled by a job or by other forces that you don't really want to be controlling in your life, I'll show you exactly how I do that. Of course, there's an investment, and we can talk about the investment further down in this page. Again, have the read of the page and then send me an email, alan@orangebeetle.com, alan@orangebeetle.com, or you can of course text me 07793 069 486. The text number is also on the page. What I need to tell you, this is very limited because I'm doing this particular mentor a little bit different. Because there's going to be a lot of face-to-face work, you're going to be coming to my office working with me or over Skype. It's a little bit more intensive, and it's designed to give you the skills a lot faster. So if that sounds like something you can do that would interest you and an investment you want to make for the rest of your life, all you need to do is get in touch and let's have a conversation. Let's see where we can take this thing. It may be for you, it may not be for you. You may be for me, you may not be for me. Let's have a conversation and see where we can take it. In the meantime, read the page, take some time to think, get back in touch with me. Now what I do want to say is, because of the nature of this particular mentoring, there is only one place. So one place for one person who can truly commit to this project and really, truly wants to make massive changes in their life. So one person campaign only. Have a read of it. Again, you have to come and work in Hale with me in Cheshire, and we'll have some fun. I'll show you how to live a real rock and roll lifestyle without the sex and the drugs. So get in touch and let's talk soon. Thanks for listening, and the rest of the information you will need, more details, is on this page. Thanks everyone.